Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, I will explain you about my project Travel Trip and how I built this project using React.js, implementing various concepts like authentication, state management, API calls, CSS media queries, and Flexbox, and much more. So let's dive in. Before going to code, I will show you my mini project Travel Trip. Okay, in the URL, if I type Abbas travel trip.ccbp.tech and hit enter button, so it will go to this login route, and here we can see this login page. Right. First, we need to authenticate. So here the username is Rahul and the password is Rahul at the rate 2021. Here we are having this show hide password icon button. We can click this to show password and to hide password. Okay. Here we are providing correct password. If we provide incorrect password, we will be having error message as username and password didn't match. Okay. If we provide a correct password, then if we click this login button, now this route will go to the home route. Now we can see this home page. Okay, now in this home page we are having a header, this travel trip website logo, home, my trips, and here we are having logout button, and here we can see heading, description, and also this book a new trip button. Here we have this image. Okay, so now, if we click this book a new trip button, then it will go to the book a new trip route. Here we can able to see this book a new trip page. Okay, so here we are having many steps to complete. This is step one, your details. Initially, this will be active. Then we have date selection, guest, travel assistance, confirmation step. So here we are having your details view. Now we need to provide input field for this name, start location, and end location. If you are not providing anything to this input field and we are just clicking this next button, we will be having this error message as enter your name, start location, end location. Okay, now I will provide my name Muhammad Abbas in name and start location as Chennai and end location let's say Hyderabad. Okay, now if I click this next button, now this step one is completed. Now we are in date selection. Okay, now this is active. Step two is active. Now we are having this date selection view. In this date selection view, we want to provide start date and end date. Okay, first start date I am providing a 16, and end date should not be less than start date. If I am providing 15 and I am clicking this next button, means here I will be having the error messages. The end date cannot be less than the start date. Okay, so we should always provide uh, greater than the start date. Okay, now if I click next, it will go to this guest step. Now we are having in step 3, that is guest view we are having. So we can also go to the previous step by clicking this previous button. If we click this previous button, then we can go to this date selection. If we click this previous button, then we can go to this your details view. Okay, now I am clicking next and next. Here we are having this guest view. So in this adults counts, initially it will be 1. We can provide as per our requirements. So I am providing as let's say 3. Here children's counts at 2, infant as 1. Okay, now if I am clicking this next button, Here we are having this travel assistance view. If we need any travel assistance, we can click this checkbox. Here we will be having travel assistance. In this drop down, we can uh, select whatever we want. Okay, I am selecting this train and I'm clicking this next button. So now here we are in the confirmation view. See name Muhammad Abbas, start location, end location, start date, end date, guess. This is total guess 6 and the travel assistance train. So if we click this confirm button, so now we got this confirmation message. Okay, here we are having awesome. Your booking has been confirmed. Okay, now if I click this my trips, it will go to my trips route. Now here we can see our booked trip, right? So here we are having Hyderabad as end location. This is start date and end date. Here we are having cancel button. If we click this cancel button, then this trip will get cancelled. So now we are having this no upcoming trips. This section, we are having this view. Okay. Now if I click this logout button, it will go to the login page. So this is for desktop device. Now let's see for mobile device. So if I click inspect, so here we are having for mobile device. This is for mobile device. Okay. Here this login card is smaller than desktop device, right? This we can achieve through CSS media queries. So here we can mm, so here we can provide username and password Rahul at the rate 2021 and we can click login. See in the desktop device, this text content and this image are in horizontal direction. But here in mobile device, we are having in vertical direction. So this we can achieve through CSS Flexbox properties. Okay. So in now this home is active. So if I click this book a new trip, so now here we are having different layout, right? In desktop device, we are having all these steps in the left hand side. Here we are having all these steps in the towards up, right? Initially, step one is active. So this responsiveness we can able to achieve through CSS media queries. So here in the step one, I am again providing my name and start location as Chennai and end location let's say Bangalore. Clicking next and date will be 16 9 and there I will provide 27 and then if I click next and this guest count I will just randomly implement it. Here if we don't need any travel assistance we can just ignore this. See, now we are having this confirmation view, name, start location, end location, start date, end date, guess, and this travel assistance, we don't need any travel assistance, so it is empty. Now if I click this confirm button, so this confirmed message view we can see here. Okay, and if we go to my trips, now we can see this our trip end location Bangalore and then start date end date and also a cancel button. If we click this cancel button the trip get cancelled and we see this no upcoming trips this view. So here if I click this logout button then it will go to the login route and we will see this login page. Okay, so this is our project. Now we can walk through the code. So this is our travel tip project folder. Inside this, inside a src folder only we will be having all the codes. So app.css, app.js. In this app component only, we will be having all the application logic. Here we are importing switch route redirect component from React router down and component from React because this is class component. Because in class component, the data will change over the time. So here we are importing all the components: login, home, book a new trip, my trips, not found, protected route, and also we are importing a trips list context from context from this trips list context.js. So here we are using this context because we want to pass data from book from this book a new trip route to my trips route. So that's why we are using this context in our project. In this context we are having this trips list value, add trip method, and remove trip method. Okay, so here we are having this app component. Here we are having state and this add trip, remove trip, and then here we are having render method. We are accessing this trips list from the state, and we are returning this JSX code. So here we are having trips list context dot provider. This provider component is used to update the context value. So here we are having this context and then add trip method, remove trip method, and here we are having this switch component. Inside switch component we are adding various route. So login, home, book a new trip route, my trips route, not found, and also by default it will redirect to not found. If the user provides some random url and hit enter means it will redirect to not found route. Here we see this not found page. Okay, so at last we are exporting this app component. Coming to CSS, here we are having uh, universal selector, where every element will be having box sizing as border box, and then body margin as 0, font family with this styling for app component. Okay. Now, first we will be going to this login component. In this login component, we will be importing this component from React because this is also class component. Because here the data is changing over the time. This is icons I'm importing, cookies for authentication purpose. This redirect component I'm importing. So here we are having this index.css for styling the login component. Here we are having login component. So this is the state management. Here I am having username, password. This is show password false and is show error. Initially it will be false, and also error message. Initially it will be empty string. Okay. This on change username, on change password. This all event handlers. This is also event handlers on submit login form. And now here we will be going to this render method. Here we will return this JSX code where we will be having this username, password, and then the button, show password button and hide password button, and also we'll be having this login button. Okay, here we will be having for username. Here we have that on change event. If this on change event get triggers this on change username, we are handling that on change event in this on change username event handler. Same for password also. This on change event, if it get triggers, we are handling that in on change password method. So here we are having that on change username and on change password. So whenever the user enters the username and password, the state will get updated. If the state get updated, this render method will get called. If the render method get called in the login component, in the web browser, login component will re-render. Okay. So if the user click on the login button, then it will go to the on submit login form in this method. Here we are having username password, which will provide by the user, and here we will be having this login API URL and options, and here we will make this API call. This will request to the server, and the server will respond to our request. So this process will take some time. So we are using await here. Here we are using async. Okay. So we get response from the server. If the authentication successful means, then we will get this true, and then we will access JWT token from response from the server, and then we will set it in the cookies, and then we will replace to the home route. We will get the home page once authenticated successful. Else we will be having the is submit error true, and then we will be displaying the error message if the authenticate is not successful. So here in this login component styling, here we will be having login content. This all is for the login component styling. So we are having login card. This is media queries. So this is type screen, and minimum with 768px means it can go above 768px. So it is for tablet, laptop, and desktop devices. We will be having this login card with us 485px. This is for mobile devices, which will be 322 8px. So this responsiveness we can achieve through this media queries. Okay, for mobile devices and desktop devices. So this is all CSS part of the login component. So and then we will be going to the home route. In the home route, we will be rendering this home component. So here initially we will be having this footer header. So this footer is for mobile devices, and then this header is for desktop devices. So here we are having this footer component and also header component. Okay. So here you can see in this, if I logged in at 2021. So here in desktop devices, we are having this header. Okay. But in mobile devices, we are having footer. So that's why this header we are having for desktop devices. This is a header component. This is a functional component, because in functional component, the data will not change over the time. If the data is not changing over the time, we will create that in functional component. If the data is changing over the time, then we will use class component. Okay. Here we are having return this JS code. Here we'll be having this travel trip website logo and home, my trips. This is logout button. If the user clicks this logout button, this on logout function will get called, and then we will be removing this JW token. Then we will replace to the login route. Okay, in login route we will be displaying the login page. Here in this CSS header navbar, here for maximum width 767px means it can go below 767px. This is for mobile devices. For mobile devices, we are hiding this header navbar by display : none. Okay, for mobile devices, this header navbar will will hidden for mobile devices. For desktop devices, this header number will be displayed. Similar to this footer also, we will be having this home icon, and then this my trips icon, and then this logout icon button. So here this footer, here we are having media queries minimum with 768 px. For desktop devices, this footer number will be hidden. Only this footer number will be displayed to mobile devices. Okay, this we are achieving through media queries. So this is the home component where we will be having this image. This is for mobile home image, desktop home image. We will be having different image for mobile devices as well as desktop devices. So here we will be having this home heading, home description, and then this book a new trip button. If the user clicks this book a new trip button, then it will link to book a new trip route, and we will see the book a new trip page. Okay, so I am also following the clean code principles. Uh, so so it is about like giving meaningful variable names and also meaningful function names. So that our code will be easy to read and understand. Okay, here we are having this CSS code for home component. So this is for mobile devices. This is minimum with 768px for desktop devices. We are achieving that responsiveness through this media queries for mobile and desktop devices. Okay, this is the styling for home component. So and then we will be having this book a new trip component. So this is our core component. Okay, here we will be having this component. This is also a class component. Here we will be having footer header. The strips list context will be importing, and here we will be having this steps list array. In this array only we will be having all the steps: viewer details, date selection, guess, and travel assistance confirmation. So here we will be having travel assistance list. Car, flight, bus, train, everything in the array. So this is a book a new trip component. Here we will manage the state. Initially, the active step will be step 1, and then step 1 completion status. Every step will be initially pending, and then we'll be having name, start location, end location, and then this start location empty, end location empty, and then start date, end date. Everything we will be maintaining in the state, and then it will go to this. Here we will be going in the render method. Here in the render method, we will be accessing all this through state, and then we will be having this completion status. Initially, it will be pending every step, and then we will return this JXX code. Okay. So here, first we will is strip confirmed will be false. So here we will be calling this render step method. So in this render step method, we will access this active step from state. So initially the active step will be the step 1, which is render your details view. It will render this render your details view initially, and then step 2 will be render date selection view, and then it will go to step 3. We will render this guest view. Step 4 we will render this travel assistance view, and then last step is a render confirmation view. This is the main logic I have implemented using switch case statement. Okay, so first we will be going to this render your details view. So here we are having render your details view. So this we will be returning this JSX code where we'll be having your details, enter your name and location details, this everything. And here we will be having this name input, this start location and also end location. Okay. Here we'll be having this next button. If the user click this next button, then he will go to the render date selection view now. So in this render date selection view, we will be returning this JXX code where date selection as a heading and this select your start and end date as paragraph. And then here we will be having start date, end date, input, and then we will be having this. Here we will be having this previous button and also next button. Okay, and then if the user clicks this previous button, then the user will go to the step 1. If the user clicks the next button, then the user will go to this render guest view. Here we are having render guest view. So this we will be returning. Here we will be having the adults and then children and then infants, this decrement and increment button. And then we will be going to this render travel assistance view. In this travel assistance view, we will be returning this JSX code. So here we will be having this select options. This will be iterating from travel assistance list, where we will be having that list of travel assistance like car, train, uh, like that. Okay. So next we will be having this confirmation view. In this confirmation view only, here we will be consuming the context value. So this add trip, we will consume the context value. This add trip method, and then we will be returning all this confirmation, this name, start location, everything. And if the user uh, click this confirm button, then this method will be called, and then this add trip method will be called, and then it will add to the trips list. Okay, this end location, start date and end date. So uh, after that this is trip confirmed will be true, right? Whenever we are updating the state, the render method will be called. So now this is trip confirmed will be true. So now this render confirmed message will be called this method. Okay, in this method we are just displaying the confirmed message. So your booking has been confirmed, and then this book a new trip button. So this is all about book a new trip component. This is our core component in our travel trip mini project. So here is our styling for the book a new trip component. So here we are having book a new trip container. For desktop devices, we will be having one style. For mobile devices, we will be having one style. So this we are achieving through CSS media queries. Okay, this is the CSS styling part for book a new trip component. Okay, and then we will be having this my trips component. In this my trips component, we will consume the value from the context, this trips list. If it is length is 0 means, then we will display this no trips container view. Otherwise, we will display the trips list by using this trip item component. Here we are having this trip item component. So we will display Here we will return this JXX. We will display the end location, start date, end date, and also this cancel button. When the user clicks this cancel button, so this on remove trip method will get called, and then this remove trip of ID will be passed to this remove trip method, and the trip will get cancelled. So this we are accessing from context, this remove trip method. Okay. So this is CSS styling for trip item component, and then this is CSS styling for my trips component. Okay, and we are having a not found component. In this not found component, we will be uh, displaying the not found image and this page not found, and also this not found description. So here we are having styling for the not found component. So this is protected route. Why protected route means? Let's see if we will access the JWT token from the cookies. So if the JWT token is there means we will be having this JWT token. Okay. If it is not there means we will be having undefined. So if the JWT token is undefined, then we will be redirecting to login route. Okay. If the JWT token is there, then we will be displaying whatever component the user based on the user requirement. Okay, this authentication process we we will be making use of this JWT token. Okay, we will check whether the user is authenticated or not using this JWT token. Okay, so this is all our components, and also this context app.css, app.js. Okay, so now let's go to our travel trip mini project. So here all the test cases were passed, 182 out of 182, and also the status is solved. And that's a wrap on travel trip mini project. I hope you found it useful. Thanks for watching. Happy coding.